Let's turn our attention then to politics. David Cameron, the man responsible for, some would say, for Brexit, for holding the referendum, has been talking to CNN overnight and saying he has no regrets about calling the referendum. However, he doesn't like the result. Andrew, what do you make of what he's saying?
He's fibbing. He knows it was the biggest mistake of his political career. He didn't need to call the referendum. He only called it because he thought UKIP and Nigel Farage might cost him a potential majority at the general election. And anyway, he never thought that people like me would be daft enough to vote to leave, because he thought everybody would follow him and George Osborne. He's speaking with his tongue firmly in his cheek. He so regrets the referendum because he didn't want Britain to leave the EU. And he regrets it in another way because it cost him his job.
So he doesn't regret breaking Britain, being humiliated and losing the Premiership. Come on. You're just not going to buy that.
Why not be honest about it? Because he's got no reason not to be now. Can he say, look, do you know what? The big mistake I made was believing that we could persuade the public that that's the right thing to do.
Because if you're him, I know you take a different view, if you're him and you believe Britain should be in the European Union, you have made such a catastrophic, colossal error. You're not going to get your nice big earner with China. You're not going to get those other corporate jobs you want. Who wants to listen to the man who only put in the Tory manifesto in 2015 that he would hold a referendum because he thought he was going to be in coalition with the Liberal Democrats?
I wonder when he might say, actually, it was a catastrophic error on his part.
He's writing his autobiography, and we think it could be out as early as October. Will he be honest and transparent there?
He'd say in that interview as well, though, that he supported Theresa May in her airstrikes against Syria and said that he really regrets the fact that in 2013 he was blocked from doing the same when they put it to the vote. It's interesting, isn't it, because Theresa May had a sort of suffered in the Lords last night, but to get that sort of support from the previous PMs.
Cameron thought he had the support of the Labour Party. At the last minute in 2013, Ed Miliband, the then Labour leader, said, I can't back you in the division, obviously, because I don't think he could have carried his own party with him. And it all could have been so different, of course, if Britain had joined a military action back then in 2013, because now it's too late. Assad, in my view, can't be toppled by a few missile strikes by Britain, France and the United States.
I find this very confusing, the Syrian situation, because a number of the groups that Assad is battling are groups that we would have no truck with at all. You know, Islamist fundamentalists who are doing horrific things to people who stand up to them in some of the areas that they control. And yet, we have an issue with Assad.
Yeah. There are evil monsters on all sides in this civil war. It's hideously complex. And the argument in 2013 was he would have been the Jihadis' Air Force. That's what he would have been, where he went in claiming he was going to protect some Libyans, and he toppled Gaddafi.
In Libya,
that place is now an Islamist playground. You've seen the refugees having to flee. Terrible, terrible carnage within Libya itself. You cannot just go around bombing people into what you think should be a kind of form of Western democracy. It needs to be happening on the ground. Cameron never got that.
You have to be careful what you wish for, because if they had toppled Assad back in 2013, who would have taken over? Would the Islamic State have then ruled from Damascus, the most primitive organisation since the Nazis?
So